Alrighty, it says I'm live. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Stacey Storino. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. The number one place I really do feel when you are a content marketer on behalf of your own business, no matter what kind of business model it is, but you need business conversions. You are done just throwing spaghetti against the wall. Why doesn't my stuff convert? How come bigger businesses can get away with certain things and they don't have to even try to optimize their posts and they do well, and I try to mimic what they're doing and it doesn't work for me? I'm here with all of my content, whether it's a live slash replay or pre-recorded content. I have longer videos that post to my channel every week, at least 1 to 2 of those, and we do 1 to 3 YouTube shorts a day. But if you're watching this live or on the replay, welcome. This is day 17 of 30 days of free training. We're going through the end of February 2023 with a quick live stream every single day where I teach you a little nugget of something. You get 30 nuggets total that will help your content marketing to convert better and will give you like a bit of an easier time internally and externally with following through with what you have to do, especially if you're a solopreneur, you just started your business, you're working your way through a pivot, whatever it might be. I've been a coach for like 10 years, a business coach and an entrepreneur for 25 years. So I kind of know a thing or two. So this is the 30 days social media growth challenge, 30 days of free training. The playlist you can catch up if you're running behind or anything like that. You're just joining us now for the first time. The playlist is down below. And all my stuff is nicely, neatly organized on playlists on my channel. Anyway, Ruth is here. She says, I'm loving the teachings. Thank you, Miss Ruth. I know you're getting sales. I know you're getting traffic. You're not the only one. I am proud of all of the challengers. So if you're not, we are competing for prizes. At least some people are. You need to go into the content marketing for conversions Facebook group, and you can use the search feature at the top of the group to learn about how to compete for prizes this time around. Hey, Marcy, what's going on? Free Facebook coaching group, and that's content marketing for conversions. I forgot to throw down that link. Okay, so we also have a free guide to improve your conversions. If you're new to me, if you're not already on my email list, you can go to don'tbeafakeguru.com. Even if you're not a coach, course creator, it'll work for you as a brand leader, even if you're a products-based business. Now, if you're already on my list, and thousands of you are, and you're like, I don't have that, just hit reply on like an email that I sent you over the last couple days and just say, could you give me the freebie, and I will give it to you. No problem. Don't re-sign up. You don't have to do that. And if you're a student of mine and or you're in the competition, hashtag live, hashtag replay really helps push this thing out while I'm live and also helps to push it out on the replay as well, at least to my subscribers. If you like free trainings, you like free support, make sure you subscribe to my channel, click the bell notification and select all, because all the way through the end of February, we're going to have trainings go every single day. They will mostly be around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time if you want to catch us live, but occasionally not, like today. All right. So today's day 17 of the 30-day social media growth challenge. This is not about follow for follow, like for like, engagement pods, software, apps, or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, we're not just trying to build up empty social proof. We really want to disproportionately attract qualified leads to our businesses by virtue of the content marketing that we're doing. And the content marketing that we're doing during this 30-day challenge, at least, is to post one piece of original content to really no more than 2 places. You don't have to do 2 pieces of content a day, but that same piece of content should be posted organically to one of each of the top 2 social media platforms for your niche, okay? So otherwise, if you're not going to get people to follow you who are your ideal customer, who are qualified leads, people who, once they're ready, willing, and able to, will actually buy from you, whatever it is you're selling, products, services, offerings, whatever, then what's the point of content marketing? It's just busy work that no busy adult has time for. So let me do my housekeeping. Make sure that I do have lots of people who like the monthly popularity plan asset pack drops. So the one for March 2023 is out. It's got 138 graphics in it. Most of them are March centric graphics, 15 March centric social media post templates in a swipe file for you. And also 4 March centric emails, swipe files, and one is assigned to every week of March. So this way, if you are having problems covering a daily deliverable and or weekly emails to your list, you're a busy solopreneur, you're overwhelmed in your personal life, both, the popularity plan is something that my students asked for from me almost 2 years ago. So now we do these monthly digital drops. So for the cost of a lunch out, boom, you can get a lot of your March content marketing covered. So I highly recommend that you check both of the show notes on the replay and the pinned comment during the live. Check it out. It's a really good deal. Okay, so today's teaching is all about, let's see, little versus legacy. Here's the thing. I've been coaching, like I said, for 10 years. So I definitely have had students come to me and they get very frustrated after they've been posting once a day or close to it. They realize if they don't post, they're really not going to get any attention. You can try to plow money into ads, but ads will make a failing brand fail faster. It will make a failing concept fail faster. And a lot of people are like, I don't want to run ads right now. I don't want to run paid ads right now. My business is making money, but I need to pay down debt and I'll run paid ads and get paid traffic later. That's fine. I'm never against ads once you're ready for it. Once you have proof of concept that your business and your brand is capable of attracting and holding even a small audience. I'm not against paid traffic. I teach organic content marketing, which once you have that up and running, you should never have fall behind, okay? Because your organic traffic can outperform your paid traffic. 7-figure success student of mine, Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill, they'll only run paid ads for like a couple weeks out of an entire year, like around the big holidays. And that's it. And even then, yes, they'll get good paid reach or they wouldn't keep doing it, but their organic content marketing still transcends the additional reach that they're getting from paid. And their organic content marketing and email marketing brings them so much money from week to week that they're only really looking to push themselves out around big holidays. And that's it. They'll spend hundreds of dollars to make thousands. But you have to build up a brand to do that. So I'll have students come to me who are posting daily to near daily. They're only doing organic content marketing. They get frustrated because, they don't go from zero to hero in like a day, a week, a month. And or they get mad because I will at some point tell my paid students, and my paid students are in a one-on group coaching with me every week of the year. And they have a 7-module course and 24 bonuses. Whatever problem your business has, one of these bonuses should address it. That's in Funnel Dynasty. You can go to funneldynasty.com to check out that deal more. But my paid students will often say when they first start with me, one of the things that you have us do is you go and have us research the content marketing, the keywords, the hashtags that are often being used with the content that's being created and posted. And you want us to look at, of course, similarly situated competitors, smaller ones where possible, and of course, the big industry leaders. And a lot of times when people are looking at big industry leaders, they get frustrated because you're lucky if their post even has a caption, or if it does, it's super short. And if it's got one, the keywords might be very, very broad keywords. If they're using hashtags to optimize their content, maybe they are, maybe they're not. The hashtags they use are very few and very broad. And when I say broad keywords and broad hashtags, let me just be clear. That means that if you were, I don't know, if you were on Instagram and you're trying to pick hashtags to optimize your post with, you should not just use any old hashtags and go, well, it's relevant, so I'm not going to be flagged as spam or shadow banned. I am using keywords in my captions and hashtags that do relate to the content that I'm posting. You should at least be doing that, and most people know to do that, right? So, but they're like, do you ever really look up the keywords or the hashtags or both that you're looking to use in this example on Instagram to even see if these are words or hashtags that you could even be competitive for in the first place? Meaning, are they so broad, beige, vanilla words or hashtags that you look it up and they have like a billion or more uses on, again, in this example, Instagram? You can do the same thing for TikTok or Twitter or whatever. Do you even look? Do you even say to yourself, will this post not be buried in seconds in the feed for this particular hashtag, in this example on Instagram, because so many other people are using this hashtag every single day? Should I not use long tail keywords? Should I not use longer and or more narrowed down hashtags, at least a lot of the time, so that not only can I be competitive in search on that social platform, and that someone will have even a ghost of a chance of seeing me in the search results that they pull up in this example on Instagram, and or will the algorithms that rule a platform, in this example Instagram, go, oh, I can figure out more fine-grained who to suggest this content out for that isn't searching for it yet, based upon that particular user's search behavior on a platform. This is how certain things will show up on your explore page on Instagram. It's how it'll show up on the For You page on TikTok. This is how it'll either show up in a Reels shelf on Facebook or otherwise some sort of, post that'll show up in search results on Facebook or suggested out to you on Facebook. Every platform works very similarly in terms of serving as social search engines and or serving as, doing like their digital matchmaking to put your stuff out in front of the right people. If nobody's seeing your stuff, it's because you're not optimizing it at all, or you're not optimizing it well. And if you go and you look at the big, I call them legacy brands. So today's theme is little, which is you, versus legacy, which is the biggest thought leaders, the biggest brands in your space. You can't behave like a legacy brand in terms of what optimization you do or don't do for your content. Big legacy brands, to be clear, they've been around for years, in some cases decades to generations. So people are already searching them up. They don't have to worry about whether they come up in search or suggested, really. They have generations of goodwill, generations of top of mind, generations of being discussed IRL or in real life. So people will just pull them up or know how to search them up. Usually what? Based on the brand name. They don't have to worry about search, but you do. They don't have to care if they have a caption at all, or it's more than a line or not, or all the keywords are just all basic, broad, short, and stubby. Because they don't care about search. They don't have to. They're a huge legacy brand. They're like a planet with its own gravitational pull, which you are not. Even if you're a decent medium-sized business, you are not. So even if you're a solopreneur, whether your business is new or not, you cannot behave like a legacy brand. You have to act like a scrappy little brand, which is what you are. If you go to staceystorino.com/testimonials, I'm just finishing a little bit of work on my site, but it's mostly done. I had to overhaul the whole thing, but the testimonials pages are there, right? I have so many testimonials, they can't all fit on one page and load well. If you look at all those people, they've gone from not profitable to profitable. They have gone from multiple five, in some cases to six figures, pushing to multiple six. And I do have two seven-figure successes to my name as a coach. And every single one of their cases, they couldn't have possibly hoped to have just posted stuff all bland, beige, overbroad keywords, overbroad hashtags, and ever hoped to be found on anybody's radar. So if they were posting, even if they were doing it persistently and consistently, that only might have helped them in terms of keeping their current audience, whatever size it is, engaged, which is still important to do as an aside, because some people need more than one or two deposits into the bank of KLT, as I call it, or the bank of know, like, and trust, before they feel ready, willing, and able enough to buy from you instead of going to the big box store or going to some other website, right? So some people need a lot of time. Me as a buyer, I really need to understand a brand, and I really need to think that I'm not buying from a hobbyist, whether I'm buying from somebody on Etsy or not, or someplace else, product or service. I need to know, like, do these people know their craft? Do they really love what they do and who they do it for? Otherwise, there's other fish in the sea, right? So people are willing to, especially millennials and younger, and a lot of Gen X, buy from somebody who isn't a legacy brand, but you need to show up on their radar through search. And wherever possible, the algorithms need to crawl you and really understand with longer tail keywords, longer and or more narrowed down niche focused hashtags. The algorithms need to surface those things and make an intelligent decision about who to push this out in front of on the explore page on Instagram, for you for TikTok, right? Et cetera, et cetera. The algorithms can only help you so much, if at all, if you're going to behave like a legacy brand, which doesn't even care. They can just use their feeds on social like a bulletin board. They can just post whatever, whenever, and they don't care about keywords, maybe at all. They don't care about hashtags. So, again, if you want to start getting traction and be found in social search and be suggested out so that you can be more competitive, even though you're a little brand and you're not a big old legacy brand, a planet with its own gravitational pull. People are already thinking about them. They'll search up on their name. They don't need to worry about anything else, right? They already know, like, and trust them a lot. So they might be very quick to follow or subscribe or what have you, and just binge on their content. Lucky for you, and this has been the case for at least 10 to 15 years now, nobody is slavishly loyal to one brand, one thought leader. Those days are long gone. People love to binge on content so much about whatever their main problem is or whatever their main passion point is, and they want to talk shop with people in the comments section. They want to join the Facebook group, right? They want to attend the lives and talk shop with the brand leaders or talk to them in comments for them and not just other members of the brand-based community. People want to binge. They love it. They're addicted to it. Whether that's healthy or not is a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But so they don't want to just follow one or two brand leaders. They don't want to just follow one or two brands. So that's how a little brand can compete and get traction against a legacy brand, especially if you fancy your ideal customer to be a millennial or millennial mom or younger. Good for you. It's even easier because that demographic, that generation's corporate culture is more freewheeling. They do want to, support local and regional and small business. So it's not hard for you to compete with bigger brands, but you do need to post persistently and consistently when they might be able to afford to be a little bit, looser if they want to. And you can't afford to just treat your social feeds like a bulletin board and you're just going to post, if you're a product-based business, product, sale. Of course, you're going to do all those posts and you're going to do those regularly too, because you're a business and you need to do those things. But you're not going to really likely attract too many new people to you in sufficient quantities to make your business profitable or profitable enough if you're not creating content that is well optimized with the right kind of keywords, with the right kinds of hashtags, so that people can either pull you up in search or have you be suggested out to more people based upon their current search behavior more through the algorithms that rule that platform. Now, if you're a Funnel Dynasty student of mine, the course and the one-on group coaching every week will help you to narrow down your focus so that you get more and more traction. And the good news is a little business, you don't have like shareholders to slow you down. You don't have like a big board of owners or officers or both and meetings about meetings. If something comes up that you're like, ooh, I want to bust out a new product, digital or tangible. Ooh, I want to jump on this type of marketing campaign. I see other thought leaders in my space and their content's taking off because they went on this angle or they put this new spin on it. You can be little and nimble and quick. And that's another way that you can chip away at the big legacy brands. Little isn't bad. Don't like nail yourself to the cross and be a victim because you're little or you're new or anything like that. Don't be a victim, be a victor and be like, I'm going to kill that competitor, death by 1,000 cuts. I am going to be able to grow up my audience through this challenge and beyond and put more deposits into the bank of KLT and through the social listening, see one of the replays from the 30 days worth of training, I can pick up on what they like more and what they don't like more, what the big brands are giving them and what they wish the big brands are giving them. And you can pivot and be nimble and quick and not just bust out the content to get these people's attention more, but bust out the offerings that they want more too, right? Stacey's sales success formula, as the Funnel Dynasty students know, we have a ton of things to help them in Funnel Dynasty, but it's like, know who you're serving, know what their main pain point is, and then, of course, create it custom made for a person just like that with the unique problem that they have, and they will buy it all day long. It seems simple, but using Funnel Dynasty methodology, you can take things apart really quickly to know what you need to do and pivot and move on a dime. So again, if you haven't seen Funnel Dynasty yet, that's been around for like 2 years now. Go to funneldynasty.com to see more details. I did put down today also a link to, it's always in my show notes. A lot of my students use Flick as a hashtag research tool. So again, in order to compete with the bigger legacy brands, you got to be found in social search. You got to be pushed out and suggested, not just more, but more accurately so that the algorithms can do their digital matchmaking and put you in front of more of your qualified leads than less. So when you use Flick, it is an official third-party vendor of Instagram. It is a hashtag research tool, but it's not just going to suggest out a whole bunch of hashtags for you based upon the hashtag you're thinking of using. Sure, it'll do that. It will also, of course, tell you the volume of use for that hashtag. You could do that manually on Instagram if you want to. Sure, it's a time saver, but why I recommend Flick out to my students is because it will show you things that raw search on Instagram won't. And again, because it's an official third-party vendor, you know, Instagram shares this information with Flick. The information you get is pretty up to date and legit, and you're not doing any black hat marketing or research by using Flick. I would never recommend a tool if it were a situation like that. So when you use Flick, it will show you if this hashtag is increasing in usage or decreasing in usage, right? It's also going to show you which hashtags out of your search set get more likes or hearts, get more engagements, get more comments. So like if you're looking to get an audience that's highly engaged, you really need to be more three-dimensional chess in terms of your hashtag usage as opposed to two-dimensional chess. And as myself and many of my students have seen, they're not all on TikTok, but if they use the information on Instagram through flick.tech, they can reverse engineer and apply these same hashtags on TikTok, and they tend to get a lot of the same kind of good results. And I do have one student who she hates Twitter, but she's got to be on Twitter because that's where her ideal customer is. And she said, I can do good reverse engineering with Flick as well for that. And of course, it helps her out on Instagram because that's what Flick was built for. So give Flick a look. You get a 1 week free trial with everything unlocked, and you can see if it's for you. But again, in order for you to be competitive with the big brands, you either have to be pulled up in social search or you need to be suggested out by the algorithms. The more nuanced your keyword and hashtag usage is, the better the digital matchmaking and or the higher up you can rank on social search. So I do have to cut out now. I will say, if subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, click the bell notification and select all, because we're going live on this channel every day through the end of February with free trainings. Who doesn't like free? And then in replay mode, whether you're watching live or replay, hashtag live, hashtag replay, please let me see when you're here. And if you have any questions about what I discussed today, you can put them in the comments down below on the replay. Join the Content Marketing for Conversions Facebook group. There's 2 freebies in the file section or tab at the top of that group when you join. If you're interested in this challenge or the prizes that are, available to the winners, you can search, you can use the group search feature and look that up. You can go to don'tbeafakeguru.com to score another freebie. And I will see you here hopefully tomorrow for day 18 out of 30 days of free trainings. And I will talk to you later. Bye.